Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Danvat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. So we'll all start with Kirtan. Welcome to the Bhadra Poornima festival. Bhadra Poornima is a very, very special day. And on this day, on the month of Bhadra, on the full moon day, which is today, whenever anybody invites the Srimad Bhagavatam to their house, all auspiciousness actually comes. So we are very, very fortunate that today we have Renuka Mataji and Abhinav Prabhu who are gifting this wonderful set to Mataji and Prabhuji's home. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with Kirtan. Who has questions? You have a question? Yes.
Today we saw the moon was orange.
Yes, that's why it's Poornima. So on Poornima day, it's a full moon day. So, very nice. Hare Krishna. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajacharya Astotara Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham ki Mayapur Navadvip Dham ki Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki Ganga Maiya Yamuna Maiya ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi ki Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Shatavini. Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you for coming on this Friday. So today is a very special day. Can everybody hear me? So today is a very special day. Today is called Bhadra Poornima. So this month is called Bhadra month, and on the full moon day, which is today, like your daughter was saying, she saw Poornima, right? Full moon. So on this full moon day, anybody who actually gifts a Bhagavatam and receives the Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam says, so this book, what we're seeing here is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, on this day, the doors of Vaikuntha, of Golok Vrindavan, they are opened up. Right? So it's a very special day for all of us. So today, we're going to read about Bhagavatam. We're going to speak about Srimad Bhagavatam. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? So Mataji has given me, no, it's open. So there is a very nice prayer about Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the Srimad Bhagavatam? Okay, this is written by Sanatan Goswami, and this is in a book called Krishna Leela Stava. Okay, so I'll read the translation. He is glorifying the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so he says, O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all the Vedic scriptures. So what does this mean? So Vyasadeva had written the Vedas. How many Vedas are there? Four. Can anybody name the 4 Vedas? 5. Yes, Puran, yeah. Samaved, Athar, Rigved and Yajur, right? So those Vedas were very difficult for, so Vyasaji, he knew that it's going to be very difficult. Hey kids, why don't you all come and join us? It's very nice for you to hear. Come. Srilaya, Lohit, come in front. I want you to all come in front. Okay? Can you all hear me? Haribol. Okay. So basically there were 4 Vedas, right? However, Srila Vyasadeva, he knew that it is going to be very difficult in Kali Yuga for all the people to be able to read the Vedas, right? How many of us have read all the Vedas or even one? Nobody, right? Very difficult. Little bit. See, Sri Charan, he is reading, right? But it is a process of whole lifetime to be able to read and to understand, right? So what did Vyasadeva do? He said that, and at that time, nothing was written. Everything was spoken, Shruti, right? They speak and they hear, and just by hearing, they are able to understand all the Vedas. So then, our Vyasji, he wrote the Bhagavatam, right? The Bhagavatam is considered the fruit of all the Vedas, right? The nectarian fruit of the Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam. So just like how you have a fruit, like a mango, let's say you have a mango, and you eat that mango from any place. Is it always sweet from any place? Yes. It is sweet. If there's a sweet mango and you eat the mango from any place, it is always going to be sweet. Even that will be sweet. Like if you eat the gutli, that is also sweet. Right? So, Srimad Bhagavatam is like that. Anywhere you take Bhagavatam, it is only sweetness. So that sweetness, Vyasji has written in Srimad Bhagavatam. You have a question?
Yeah. Are strawberries also sweet?
Strawberries are also sweet, yes. Right? Right? Strawberries are also sweet, correct? So, the point is that Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all the Vedas. Okay? So, this is what is written. O most prominent transcendental fruit of all the Vedas, Srimad Bhagavatam, O you who are enriched with the jewels of all spiritual philosophical conclusions, O you who grant spiritual vision to all the people of the world, O life breath of the Vaishnava devotees, O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of the Kali Yuga. So like a sun which comes up and it dispels all the darkness, same way Srimad Bhagavatam has risen. Okay? O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. By reading you, one attains a transcendental bliss. For your syllables rain pure love of God upon the reader. You are always to be served by everyone, for you are an incarnation of Krishna. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is considered the literary incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna. Okay. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, O my companion, O my teacher, O my great wealth, O my deliverer, O my good fortune, O my bliss, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O giver of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the very fallen, please do not ever leave me. Please become manifested upon my heart and my throat, accompanied by pure love of Krishna. So this prayer is written by, who was paying attention? Sanatan Goswami, and it is in which book? Krishna Leela Stava. So this is our Srimad Bhagavatam. So, what does Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita? Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that surrender unto me. And when you surrender unto me, then I will take care of you. I will take care of all the sinful activities which you have performed for millions of lifetimes. Right? We've all committed so many different sinful activities, not just in this lifetime, but millions of lifetimes. Right? Now, Krishna also says, how can you get rid of these sinful activities? Anybody has ideas? How can we get rid of sinful activities?
By chanting or serving other devotees of Krishna?
Yes, right? Chanting, serving devotees, right? So Krishna says by performing devotional service. When you perform devotional service, Krishna says that all our sinful activities for millions of lifetimes, they get vanquished. Right? So, what are these sinful activities? You may ask, right? So these sinful activities, what we perform, they are manifested in many different ways. So you you actually get distress not only by performing the sin, but also by the reaction of the sinful activities. So our acharyas explain that how these sinful activities manifest. So there are 4 ways in which these sinful activities manifest. One is like which is not even fructified. So who is a gardener here? Which is a gardener? Anybody has taken care of any plant? You have, right? So how do you start a plant?
With a seed.
With a seed, right? The soil, you prepare the soil, then you put your seed, water, then what happens to the seed? It fructifies. It fructifies, right? Sprouts. Then one day it becomes a tree and then you get a fruit. Same way, dear devotees, sins also have the same cycle. Okay? So sometimes we feel like, why good things are happening to bad people and why bad things are happening to good people? Right? We've all seen that. Why that is happening? The reason why it is happening is because there are some sinful activities which were performed in the past which are now getting fructified. Okay? So, this is the cycle. Right? Some sins are not fructified. Some sins are like the seed which are in the core of our heart. Some sins have actually matured. So, if somebody is very, very sick, or they have some legal implications, or they're going through some difficulties, we should know that they are right now mature sins. And there are some sins which are going to happen in future, not mature, right? So there are 4 types of sin. Now, to get rid of, you have a question? Mature is like right now, whatever has happened, now it is fructifying. It is happening right now to you. Okay? Ripened fruit. It is happening right now. Like somebody met with an accident. Right? Happened right now. Some bad karma happened. Okay? So that is the. So now we all want to be happy. Right? We all want to be blissful. That is the purpose of what we all want. Right? We're always looking for happiness in our life. Nobody wants distress. So then Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, how can we get rid of our sins? The way to get rid of sins is by doing devotional service. Devotional service. Then our Sri, who has heard of Prahlad Maharaj? You all are from India, right? So you're all very, very pious. We have grown up by hearing these amazing pastimes of our Lord, right? So Prahlad Maharaj explains in the 7th canto, he explains that there are 9 ways of performing devotional service. Okay, 9 ways to perform devotional service. What are those 9 ways? One is Shravanam. What does Shravanam mean? Shravanam means to hear, by hearing. Just by hearing the God's, Krishna's holy name, by hearing his pastimes, by hearing his name, it has such an effect that when you hear it, it goes in the core of your heart and it cleanses all the bad sins of your life. Hare Krishna, welcome Prabhuji. So that is one thing, okay? Shravanam. Second is Kirtanam, right? What is Kirtanam? Chanting the holy name, chanting his glories, right? So Shravanam, Kirtanam, then Vishnu Smaranam, like remembering Krishna. Then Pad Sevanam, right? Then Archanam, right? We do deity seva. Then Vandanam, Dasyam and right? And Atmanirbhar. So these are 9 processes which our Prahlad Maharaj has given to us, right? So one. Yeah, I'll tell you. So let me. Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaran, then Pad Sevan. Pad Sevan matlab you're taking care of the Lord's lotus feet. Then you have Archanam, which is deity worship. Then you have Vandanam. Then Dasyam, always paying obeisances to the Lord, right? That is Vandanam. Then Dasyam, Sakhyam, and Atmanivedana. So if you want the exact verse, it is canto number 5, chapter number 5, text number 23 and 24. 7, 5, 23. Yes, Mataji. So let me read the translation of Srila Prabhupada. Here up. So this is Prahlad Maharaj is explaining the 9 processes of devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj says, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia and pastimes of the Lord Vishnu. First, okay? Hearing, just by hearing. Second, by chanting the holy name, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming His servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering unto Him. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. So, we have all committed lots of sinful activities, and the way for us to get rid of them is by doing devotional service. What is devotional service? Prahlad Maharaj has explained that there are 9 ways to do bhakti. Bhakti, right? Devotional service is bhakti. What happens when we do bhakti? Krishna says when we do bhakti, all these sinful activities which we have performed, they get burnt up. How they get burnt up? That also our acharyas have explained. How it gets burnt up? Like when there is a small spark of fire in the forest. What is going to happen?
Everything will catch.
The whole forest is going to burn. Right? The whole forest is going to burn. Just like that, dear devotees, when we do devotional service, the sinful activities which have been performed for millions of lifetimes, they get burnt up, vanquished. Krishna takes care. Okay? Now, what are these sinful activities? Right? Sinful activities are like, so in a forest, when there is a fire in a forest, the snakes, they all die, right? Some animals can run away, but the snakes die. Just like that, our acharyas explain that when we perform devotional service, the snakes of our desires, that gets burnt out. Devotional service completely takes care of all those sinful activities. Okay. So now, one important piece is Shravanam and Kirtanam. Hearing, right? Hearing from our acharyas. That we, dear devotees, can do with Srimad Bhagavatam. Regularly hearing and chanting Srimad Bhagavatam is devotional service. Right? So what is Krishna consciousness? Right? We've all heard Krishna consciousness. What is Krishna consciousness? Krishna consciousness is whatever you do. Right? If you are a parent, if you are a wife, if you are a student, you still have to do your activities based on your dharma. Krishna consciousness does not mean that you have to leave what you are doing. You still have to do all your duties very, very nicely. The only change what you have to do is, yes, dovetailing. Changing the consciousness in which you do. Can somebody give me some examples?
Whenever you're about to eat something, offer it to Krishna.
Yes. So we all eat, right? We all get hungry. We all prepare some food. You still prepare food. But the consciousness in which you prepare that food, you're preparing for Krishna. You create a nice, like how Mataji and Prabhuji have kept, like you have some bhoga, you offer to Krishna Krishna makes that prasad and then we accept it. Right? We're still doing the same activity of honoring, eating. Right? But the consciousness in which we have done it has changed. Yes?
Another way at school, if you're doing any lesson, you think about Krishna once.
Yes. That's the essence. So what Parth is explaining is, when you are doing any activity in school, if you are remembering Krishna while you're doing that activity, that becomes Krishna conscious. Right? One very famous example is of Arjuna. Right? Srilaya, what Arjuna had to do on the battlefield? What did he have to do there on the battlefield? So he was in Kurukshetra, right? The battle was about to start. What was his duty? What did he have to do? He had to fight, right? But before that, he had to fight, correct? That was his duty. Now, when Arjuna saw all his friends, his relatives, right? His grandparents, uncles, cousins, teachers, right? As soon as he saw, it says, our Bhagavad Gita says that Arjuna's Gandiva, the person who is the most strongest of the person, his Gandiva started to slip. The hair on his body, it started to burn, right? His skin started to burn. Have we all experienced that in our lives?
No.
Not yet. It is coming. It is coming. Very good. But it is coming. So you have to be prepared, right? So we have all gone through some activities or some instances in our life which are not very happy, right? We are like, Krishna, what is happening? Why is this happening in our life? At that time, what did Arjuna do? He turned to Krishna, like Srilaya was saying. He turned to Krishna and said, Krishna, I surrender unto you. Please instruct me. Krishna instructed, and after instructing the Bhagavad Gita, what did Arjuna have to do? He still fought. So, the activity which he did, he still did the same activity, which was to fight. The only change was the consciousness in which he did his activity. That, dear devotees, is Krishna consciousness. Whatever activity you have to do, if you remember Krishna while you're doing that activity, that is Krishna consciousness. Is it easy to always remember Krishna? No, not easy. Right? Not easy. Krishna says that at the time of death, right, when the soul, which we are the soul, not the body, when we are leaving this body, everybody has to leave the body one day, right? As sure as death, right? They say as sure as death. We have to leave this body, even though we have so many attachments, so many desires, so many things we want to accomplish. One day, we don't know how soon or how far away that is. One day we have to leave this body. And how we have to leave this body, our acharyas say, just like how we change clothes. Just like how we are changing clothes every day, same way one day our body is going to become old and the soul has to leave this body. At that time, when the soul is leaving the body, Krishna says, if you are somehow able to remember me, then this cycle of birth and death will be taken away. We will go back to Krishna, right? So that is the point. So now, how do we remember Krishna? Right? Coming back to the point, how do we remember Krishna? We remember Krishna by reading, associating, right? When we read the Srimad Bhagavatam, we are hearing about the glories, the pastimes, right? His activities, his qualities. If you are wanting to know somebody, if you want to love somebody, what do? Right? If you want to develop a relationship with somebody, what do? You want to know about that person, right? How do you know about that person? You search, right? What does this person do? What does this person like? Does this person like to eat this, eat that? Oh, who are his friends? Who are his parents? Where does he live? How does he like to dress? How does he like me to dress? Right? All these things we want to know, right? Do you agree? You don't? Why? Say a little louder. because you love that person. You want to do something which the person likes, right? So, Hare Krishna, welcome. Please come. No, you are on time. Hare Krishna, welcome. What's your name? Shaurya? Nice, welcome. So, that is love, right? Now, so how do we get to know all these activities? How do we know all these things? By reading the Srimad Bhagavatam. So we were just speaking a little about Kurukshetra and about the war, and we are trying to explain like how the Srimad Bhagavatam came about. So you know the Bhagavad Gita, right? How the Bhagavad Gita was spoken, how Krishna spoke about the Bhagavad Gita. So now we are coming to the point of what is Srimad Bhagavatam. So Krishna, so the Pandavas, how many brothers were Pandavas? 5, right? 5. Who were the 5 brothers? Shaurya? You can name one. The most powerful maybe. Okay. So we have, yes, Nainika. Arjuna. Okay, Arjuna. Yeah, we were just speaking. So, Yudhishthir, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakul and Sahdev. So there were 5 brothers, right? All of them, they were on the Kurukshetra battlefield. Now, after the Kurukshetra war was over, there was one grandson. Anybody remembers the grandson? Parikshit. Who was the father of Parikshit? Who was the mother of Parikshit? Uttara. Right? Have you all watched Mahabharata?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Good. B.R. Chopra? Hare Krishna. The B.R. Chopra on Doordarshan, right? So the story goes that Uttara, in her womb, was the last descendant of the Pandavas. That person's name was Parikshit Maharaj. When he was in the womb of Uttara, Mother Uttara, who threw the Ashwathama? Who was Ashwathama? Son of Dronacharya. Who was Dronacharya? Teacher of the Pandavas. So Dronacharya was the teacher of the Pandavas. So Dronacharya was the teacher of the Pandavas. There were 5 brothers. His son was Ashwathama. Ashwathama was fighting from the Kaurava side against the Pandavas. Ashwathama, to please Duryodhan, who was the main head of the Kauravas, he threw a Brahmastra to kill Parikshit, who was in the womb of Uttara. Okay? Uttara then ran to Krishna and she pleaded to Krishna, "Oh my dear Krishna, please save my child." Okay? So, what did Krishna do? Immediately Krishna entered into the womb of Mother Uttara, and it's stated in the Bhagavatam that the size was like a thumb. And he had a shining golden helmet and a club, and he protected the womb, right? He protected Ashwat. He stood there, right? And he protected Parikshit Maharaj. So that's how the name Parikshit comes.
Wait, so Krishna turned into like a size of a thumb?
I think Krishna was in the Paramatma form. That's what is described in Bhagavatam. That was the form of Paramatma. So when we talk about Paramatma, how Paramatma looks like, the features and everything is described. That was the Paramatma form he took when he went into the world.
Yes. So then what happens is, when Parikshit Maharaj saw this person who was protecting him, he was so stunned. He was stunned when he was seeing Krishna like that. And then Krishna disappeared after protecting the womb, right? So when he came out, he was always looking for this person. Who is this person? That's why his name was Parikshit. Parikshit means to inquire. He was always inquiring, who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? So then, all the Pandavas, they left. Okay, the Pandavas, they left and they went back to Krishna. Krishna disappeared. Now we are coming a little bit forward in the story that Parikshit Maharaj is now the king of this entire world. Okay, so now he is ruling. When he was ruling, he was actually going one day around his kingdom, and he felt very, very thirsty. When he felt thirsty, he went into a hermitage. In that hermitage, in an ashram, there was a rishi called Shanika Muni, and he was meditating. He was closed his eyes and he was meditating. And Parikshit Maharaj was a devotee of Krishna, but he got very, very angry that this sage is not even asking me to sit down, not even giving me a glass of water. He got so angry. What did he do? He put a dead snake around the rishi's neck. He put a dead snake around the rishi's neck. So now, when we do something, when we poke somebody, what is going to happen? Reaction is going to come. Have you all experienced that, or just me? You poke somebody, it is going to come. Just me. Right? So, even our Parikshit Maharaj, he had a reaction. So, the sage's son, he was a Brahman, right? They were Brahmanas. Brahmanas were so powerful that whatever they said, it became true. Right? They had that much power. The sage, his son, he cursed Parikshit Maharaj and he said, whoever has done this, in 7 days and 7 nights, there is going to be a snake bird which will kill this person. So there was 7 days, 7 nights. Tak tak. Okay? So now when Maharaj Parikshit heard this news, I have only 7 days to live. 7 nights and 7 days. So I'm going to pause. If you get this news, dear devotees, take a minute. How are you going to react? How are you going to react? Very happy and run to Vrindavan. One, right? So many things, right?
I'll practice as much as I can about Krishna.
Okay, you will practice. So, many people, we are not ready. We're not ready, right? We have so many plans, lists, right? Goals, taking care. These people, what are they going to do without me? Right? So many things we have in our minds, right? However, Parikshit Maharaj, who was the king of this entire universe, immediately he left everything. He left his kingdom and he accepted that this is what is Krishna's desire. Right? Immediately he went and he tried to find a teacher. And he inquired from the teacher, what is the purpose of my life? Why have I got this human form of life? What is the purpose of my life? Right? That teacher whom he asked was Shukdev Goswami. Shukdev Goswami was the son of Vyasadeva. Okay, he was the son of Vyasadeva who actually wrote this book. There's another story of how Shukdev Goswami got all the knowledge, but we won't go there. So then Parikshit Maharaj, he asks Shukdev Goswami, what is the purpose of my life? That is when Shukdev Goswami started to explain the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam therefore is our guide to understand what is the purpose of our life. This was spoken in 7 days and 7 nights. This entire Srimad Bhagavatam, that's how Parikshit Maharaj understood what is the purpose of his life. Okay, so dear devotees, in this Bhagavatam is the literally incarnation of Krishna. Literally incarnation of Krishna. Krishna in the form of books. So this is Krishna himself who is in front of us. Okay? When Krishna appeared in the womb of Devaki, in the prison cell, just by entering into the womb, all the Devatas, all the demigods, they came and they worshipped the womb of Devaki. They worshipped the womb of Devaki, the belly of Devaki. Why? Because Krishna was present. So when Krishna has come into your home, all auspiciousness comes as well, right? Also, the Bhagavatam is considered, so there are 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, 12 cantos. Each canto is represented as one of the parts of Krishna. The first canto and the second canto are the feet of Krishna. Third and fourth are the legs, the thighs of Krishna, all the way to the beautiful face of Krishna. So the way to read Srimad Bhagavatam is to start from the first canto. You want to start from the feet. So whenever you take darshan of Krishna, how do you take darshan? You start from the feet. You start from the feet and go all the way to the smiling face of Krishna. So in this Bhagavatam, there's so many different topics about how the creation had started. Who are we? Who is Krishna? What is the purpose of my life? What is my relationship with Krishna? We have multiple stories of Dhruv Maharaj, right? A 5-year-old small boy who wanted to actually get the kingdom, right? There are stories of Prahlad Maharaj, right? Who was Prahlad? Prahlad was the son of Hiranyakashipu. He was born in the family of demons, right? Demons. He was born in the family of demons. So the story is that Prahlad Maharaj, he was a 5-year-old boy. He was born in the family of demons. His father was Hiranyakashipu. Okay? He was a very powerful person and he had got a boon from Brahma. What was the boon? Anybody remembers? Abhinav Prabhu? Inside house, outside house. So Hiranyakashipu, he tried to get all, his insurance policy. He was trying to get an insurance policy, that's life insurance. He was trying to get a life insurance from Lord Brahma. Like, Lord Brahma, nobody can kill me. Inside, outside, day, night, everything. Can I become immortal? I am only not immortal. I myself am not immortal. What can I give you? All conditions, right? But next best, right? Next best. But this is our Krishna. Krishna, he took care of Lord Brahma. He said, if my devotee says something, I have to take care of my devotee's word, right? That's why Krishna tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. What does he tell Arjuna? Declare boldly. He tells Arjuna, declare boldly that I will always take care of my devotee. Right? So, he did not say. He tells Arjuna to say that you declare boldly that I will take care of my devotees. Right? So, that's why he took care of Brahma's words. So, Prahlad Maharaj, he was a 5-year-old boy. He used to go to school. Okay? He used to go to school. Our kids getting a little okay, it's 8:30. So we'll wrap up in 5-10 minutes, okay? So he used to go to school. And when he used to go to school, there were 2 teachers who were employed by Hiranyakashipu. And he had explained that you have to teach them not about Krishna. Okay, not about Krishna. But our Prahlad Maharaj, because he was in the womb of his mother, he was instructed during the womb by Narad Muni. And he had heard the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So during recess, what did Prahlad Maharaj do? He used to Shravan. He used to actually preach to his friends. Kind of, yeah. He used to preach to his friends, right? He was explaining all this to his friends. He was giving Bhagavatam class. So then one day, Hiranyakashipu, he called his son. He told his son, you please come sit on my lap. My dear son, what have you been reading or learning in your school? Please tell me. And Prahlad Maharaj started to explain, my dear father, we are just spirit spark. We are not this body to a demon. Oh, demon is thinking, I am the strongest. Everybody, please, me, I am. Aren't we all feeling like that? We are all little, I am it. Everybody around me, please bow to me. Yeah, bow to me. You know. The problem is everybody is thinking that, right? Yes. So then our Prahlad Maharaj starts to explain this to Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu is like, "Arey, what are you learning this in school?" So then he called the teachers and he said, "What are you teaching?" So then teacher said, "No, we are not teaching this. This Prahlad is only teaching everybody." Then slowly they noticed that all the friends of Prahlad Maharaj, they all became devotees, all the sons of the demons. So then Hiranyakashipu became so angry that he wanted to kill Prahlad. Father wanted to kill his own son. Do you all know what were the different ways in which he was trying to kill? Everybody can say one if you remember.
So, he tried to throw Prahlad off a big cliff, but he still survived.
Yeah, he tried to throw his own son off a cliff. Yes, Pranav. Put him in a fire pit. Come in front. I want to see you. Yes. Okay, so he put him in a fire pit. And did he get burnt, Pranav? Did he get burnt? He did not get burnt.
No.
What else? What else happened? Huh?
Snake?
His aunt, Holika, yes.
Snake?
Snake.
Buried in the ground and made the elephants to stop.
Yeah, elephants. Hiranyakashipu got elephants to stomp on Prahlad.
It's a snake pit.
Snake pit. He was thrown in a snake pit. Do we have troubles like that in our life?
No, not that deadly.
We don't have these kind of troubles, right? But what did Prahlad Maharaj do? Despite all these things, he knew that my dear Lord Krishna is always going to protect him. And Krishna protected him, right? Hiranyakashipu became so angry, wild with rage, right? He got so angry, he said, "Prahlad, is your God in this pillar?" Right? And what did Prahlad say? Prahlad said, "Yeah, Krishna is in everywhere, in every atom." So he said, "Yes, my Lord is here in this pillar." It is said, our acharyas say that Lord Krishna, he was waiting. Which pillar is Prahlad going to say, "I will come out from there"? Because he wanted to keep the word of his devotee. And as soon as the pillar was struck, who came out? Nrsimhadev came out, right? And it is said that he then worked, he was then playing with Hiranyakashipu, right? He was playing, like it is said, like how a cat and a mouse plays. He came, then he again left him. Then all the demigods were like, "Oh, what is going to happen?" That's all his playtime. He was playing. And then at the appropriate time, he put him on his lap and with his nails toward the chest.
And
Right?
wore his abdomen.
And then
Wore
wore
his abdomen as
Yes.
a garland.
exactly his intestine.
Intestine.
So this is our Lord Krishna. Now all these stories are in our Srimad Bhagavatam, right? And the reason why Srimad Bhagavatam is so important is when we read these stories, they come in our heart, right? They become our smaran. So at the time of death, somehow, by Krishna's mercy, we are able to remember Krishna by these pastimes. So that's why Srimad Bhagavatam is a very, very important piece of literature. It is the essence of all the Vedas. It is the ripened fruit. And today is a very, very special day that we are actually inviting Srimad Bhagavatam here. So what we'll do now is we will do a nice kirtan and we will do an aarti ceremony, because this is Krishna, non-different from Krishna. And then we will like all of you to take part in this aarti. Hare Krishna. So we can all stand up and we can all do nice aarti.